What about a bloody celebrant sickle with grip step? I'm not about to try against the shield next time I go against them. Kind of like old school Murky.
I actually, that's such an interesting idea. I highly doubt that that would be possible, like because of the tracking, essentially, because like the recovery is just fucking insane.
Yup.
But that's such a cool idea. I like it. I'm gonna drop it a like, but I highly doubt it might work. But the idea is funny.
I might give it a rattle. It is for. I mean, giving old Souls players PTSD about Murky would be no harm. Like that alone might let you win. Give you a round or two against it.
True.
People, I don't understand though. Like, are there actually people? Are there legitimately people still who believe that Shield Fingerprint is okay, or like Great Shields in
Oh yeah,
general?
that I'm looking for these comments. Okay,
No,
so
yeah, obviously.
about another things about like the same similar story, like it's kind of people lacking understanding of how this game actually is played against people that somewhat know what they are doing. Like Piercing Funk has no fucking shoot to work against Fingerprint. It's people like the startup is just too long. You have like that super long pause and then dash forward. People just gonna
Yeah.
roll towards
Yep.
you, like, or behind you, and that's gonna be about it. Even though, like, actually in reality, Piercing Fang is the closest tool out of the Ashes of War that would
Yep.
potentially work, because it
But
literally goes through the shield and staggers you.
the issue with that though is it relies on the other person leaving their every brain cell they have
Yes.
on the desktop before they logged into the game, which I mean they are playing Elden Ring, so it wouldn't shock me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't, it works against people who are bad, and I said it earlier on. It's like an awful lot of these comments are from people who are playing mid level or low level or are doing duels against mag randoms. They don't really know what efficient play looks like. And I can't blame them, because if you're not connected to the scene, if you're not on your Twitches or you're not very connected in on the YouTube with like elements of the community that are in the comp scene, you'll have no idea. I certainly didn't for 3 until I randomly stumbled into a streamer's chat after like watching him play. That was my first introduction. Other than that, I wouldn't have an ID, an ID at all. So it's a huge issue. Just use unblockable blade. Coded swords are great for great shield users.
Like
Yes.
the point is that, like, people who don't realize how easy it is to just
Yep.
menu swap to the Halik tree that gives you 99% of the defenses against Holy, and this is basically it. The unblockable blade lasts, like, it takes so long to unleash that I can go to kitchen, make myself a coffee, come back, and then like roll on the backs of the guy that's trying to use the ability. It might work in the invasions, meaning that you're gonna hide
Yeah.
behind the wall or something, but otherwise rather not.
Yeah. And again, like if it doesn't work in a 1v1 that's like quote unquote, I say fair, but like on where there's parity between the people, then it makes no difference. Like you're eventually going to end up in a 1v1 situation where you're gonna have to contend with them if they're competent. Frame that one, definitely. Put it all in caps. If they're competent.
Oh, now I don't care for Fingerprint. At least they finally nerf fucking beach step, iframe, and distance. You're gonna start. The more of other options that were broken are basically out of the game, the higher chance you're gonna encounter more and more fingerprints.
Yes, and I think an awful lot of these people are going to eat their words if they go up against a solid gank. It's going to be interesting over the next while. It's going to be very, very interesting over the next while to see what the changes made will actually mean for the game. I'm still seeing an awful lot of people trying out Rivers, maybe because for the more casual players, they don't feel like they're trying too hard when they use it, or maybe it's the other players who are just testing out the change. I can't imagine we'll be seeing all that much more of it, but we will see Fingerprint and stuff like that become very oppressive if it's not changed soon, because it's one of the very oppressive setups. It's part of the holy trinity of bullshit in this game. It's Uggs poke, power stance spears, and shield poke.
Yep.
Seems to be. So we'll be seeing an awful lot more of them.